Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to go over our daily technical analysis update of gold and silver. This is where I think we're going to do really well over the long term. We hit our head on resistance. I'll show you what that looks like for gold. Now we came on back. We're trying to find our footing, and the mining companies are they're getting bought up. Just like I said yesterday on that big down day that I saw strength in the mining companies and people buying it up, almost as if someone was purposefully pushing the metal price down to accumulate the mining companies. Who would have thought, right? So we'll get in there. I'll give you my financial opinion, give you what I'm seeing in the charts. Again, guys, it's not meant to be used as advice. It's meant as an aid for education and maybe something else to look at while you're investing so you can do some further research into the companies. Let's dive in here. I'm going to start with the dollar. The dollar here, what do I got? This is an expansion phase of real estate and higher interest rates, expansion phase of real estate and higher interest rates from this guy forward. We went up in the beginning of that phase, and then we came to the downside. We're going up in the beginning of this phase. I don't know exactly where it's going to end, and then we're going to head lower, I think. Here we are heading lower. We hit our head on this resistance line. Do we still have one last burst? Tough to say. But I'm not in the game of making predictions. I'm in the game of knowing where support, resistance, and where high probability buy points and sell points are. That's where I'm at. Right now, I am holding on for the entirety of this bull market. We're just getting started. We're throwing bottoming patterns everywhere in all of these gold and silver mining companies. So the dollar, yeah, it was up a little bit today. The 10-year yield was up 3.3%. I thought, and I thought all these people who said, oh, yield going higher is going to kill gold. They've got it wrong, guys. Higher inflation, higher yield forces money into precious metals, in my opinion. That's what we've seen in history. We're talking 1970s, 60s, 70s style inflation with higher interest rates. So higher yields on the 10-year yield. This is a yield. Remember, it's up 3.34% on the yield. And this yield is making an all-time, it's breaking out this long-term downtrend line is what we're breaking to the upside. It's throwing massive bullish engulfing patterns, which means interest rates want to go higher. People are selling bonds en masse. That is your rotation of money. Higher rates equals rotation of money, period. It is selling bonds at a faster rate than people are buying them. That is what the interest rate is trying to clear. This here is an indication of your inflation commodity bull market, the thesis of the channel unwinding. And it's going to rotate into gold. Gold is going to get started. It's going to rotate into commodities. We had a large down day yesterday. Today was a day where we're just basically absorbing that momentum impact. It's boom, and then we might go sideways for a little bit, and then maybe potentially head higher. I don't know the exact timing of this, but it looks okay. Doesn't look bad. Silver, same thing. We're right on the support line. What would I do on a support line? I like to buy on the support lines, guys. That's me. And then platinum, small little down day. It's trying to absorb this monster down day yesterday. It will, and it will turn around and will move higher. We're broken out above this downtrend line. You buy when things are down. We are in an uptrend. Everything looks okay and intact. Now, if gold was struggling, why are all these companies starting to get bought up like mad? Karora Resources up 3%. EXK up 8%. It's breaking out. The people are accumulating these shares. They know what's coming. FSM hasn't really moved a whole ton yet. It will move a ton. If you guys like FSM, I would be a buyer down here myself. SILJ moving on up 3.5%, 3.6%. Looks great. Breakout. Next resistance, $17-ish if we can get there. We'll see how quick. GDX moving on higher, little bit of wick at the top, little bit of selling pressure up there. That's what the wicks mean. It means that buyers try to drive this up, and the sellers, well, they pushed it back down a little bit. That's what it means. Would I bet against this? No, it's a breakout. I would not bet against this. So I think we're going to continue higher. MMNGF, small little exploration silver company. We're right at support. I think eventually it will go higher. Same with Koya Resources, small little silver exploration company. It's right at its resistance line. It opened up, closed a little bit lower, was still an up day. This thing is down in no man's land for value, for their value of what's in the ground, I should say, not in cash flow terms. Discovery Silver, lots of value in this ground. We were up. It did come back down. A little bit of momentum coming down. We might have a little bit of a pullback before heading higher, but still looks okay. We are coming into resistance land. Let me extend this and draw it. You know, we've got a little bit of resistance here, and that's what we're hitting. We're hitting that resistance. Once we break out of this resistance, we're going to have some fun. And get rid of that line. Going to have some fun and move on higher is what I think is going to happen. First Majestic Silver, nice, good, solid 7.2% up day. I think we're probably going to head towards that $17 mark eventually on an uptrend fashion. Newmont getting a little bit of selling pressure. Remember, we've broken out of this big old pattern. It may come and do a return move. Are we going to be afraid on the return move, guys? We know what's going on, right? We're not going to be afraid on the return move. We're going to return back to that line, and what are we going to do? If you like Newmont, what I would do is buy the return move if it comes all the way back here. Sometimes they don't make it. Mag Silver breaking higher. Yeah, small little down day today. Nothing to worry about. Looking at this big old pattern, we're clearing all this resistance and garbage below it, which is now support. So that one looks good. AUY continues to move higher. Good, strong finish. Looks good. Impact Silver, up day, but low momentum coming to the downside. It's struggling to get up through here. Aftermath Silver, putting in a bullish engulfing. I've already got the arrow. And what I look for, guys, what I look for is I look for these large up days and smaller red days. Big up day, all these big buying days. This is going to eventually work its way higher. Someone is accumulating this. His name is Finding Value, if you want to know. But I did accumulate some Aftermath Silver. It is cheap. Look at this. We're on a big pullback here. This is a double booty bottom. Remember that booty? Everyone remembers the booty. We're at the bottom of the booty. The potential here is good. I like it down here. I buy the booty bottom. PLG moving up. Yelled at it a little while ago because it wasn't moving. I said maybe some pretty nasty things to PLG. I told it that it was not worthy of being in my portfolio, and then all of a sudden it started moving up. It's been up like 50% since I said that. This also has the double booty bottom. I don't know if I could sell the double booty, guys. I'd have to hold on anyway. So it was kind of a fake lie there a little bit. SBSW. Let's get a bigger picture view on this thing. Man, this is a big move. $2 to $20. Well, anyone who bought it in 2018, congratulations. You made a pretty good move. It's getting up into this resistance area. I'll do a little drawing here, right there. Yeah, it's a kindergarten drawing, guys. I'm sorry. But that's where the resistance is. We're just hitting our head on it. We'll eventually break through and make some just ridiculous highs, is my guess. Sandstorm Gold, I said, in this area, this is probably the last good time to buy it. Well, it's just been like rocketing higher ever since I said that. So I don't know. Maybe I got the special touch. Maybe I'm a unicorn. I don't know. Franco-Nevada. Oh, look at this, guys. We are sitting on top of this big pattern. It's a cheetah resting. And this cheetah is sitting there, guys, and it's saying, feed me, give me some TLC, wants a little bit of money, I guess, and then it wants to run again. It will run soon. EMX is still being a little bit of a laggard. This would probably be a good one to look at right now if you guys want a royalty company. EMX, it's still sitting down here. Tooten Resources, these are smaller royalty companies. They're still sitting there. The big boys, like Wheaton Precious Metals, gone. Yeah, that thing's gone. It's broken out. We've got to play with the 55 level next. That's what we want. Well, technically where it's at, we're playing with the 48 level first, right where we're at, and then we got to go to the 55 level and see where we go from there. Gold Royalty doesn't want to play, I guess. But I still own it. It's not a large stake in my portfolio because it was from speculative Ely Gold. So MTA, this guy, okay, guys, this thing's ready to break. Like, it's broken to the upside. it's just sitting there. And this is a cheetah resting. And then all of a sudden what the cheetah does, it goes, roar, and then it just flings up and goes like that. So get ready for that. It's ready to roll. Mavericks Metals, you know, it's kind of got a cool name, Mavericks. That's Top Gun style. I guess they could call me Goose. But it's hanging out. It's hanging out above its breakout. Let's do a little bit bigger picture view. Okay, I don't like when they put these long candlesticks. It screws with the chart. Okay, let's auto it there. It's doing okay. It doesn't look too bad. Royal Gold's a big boy. Royal Gold is a beast. And when it breaks this pattern up here, looking at the log, it looks a little different there. But when it breaks this pattern, we could break out of here. This could be the barrel pattern, like amplified, maybe. But it looks good. And then Cisco Gold Royalties, guys, this was one that I purchased in here. I was buying it. I bought it in the donations portfolio when someone donated. This is the one I would be buying here. And I think we're going to see a big old break of this long-term downtrend, which we've done. We could see a back test. It could come back. I'm not predicting it, but we see a lot of the time on the pullback, and it gives you one last party to buy, you know, one last time to party with it before it leaves. So that's what I see today. Everything looks really good. I do have my findingvalue.com website up. If you want to check it out, check it out. There's two, a silver and a platinum membership. The silver gets you all the financial education. That gets you all the timing, the ratio analysis, the market conditions type stuff. So you can learn all that education. I even put some of the sectors in there. The platinum one, which is more expensive, that gives you access to everything. You're going to see my portfolios. You're going to see, you should say, what's in my portfolio. I'm not going to show you the account values. You're going to know and see what my portfolio is, what the percentages are. I still have to do that. I'm still putting this all together. I've got a lot of information with charting individual companies. I'm not making recommendations or anything like that. What I'm doing is I'm giving you the information to see all these patterns. You can look at all these charts. I can make comments about them, but I can't give any sort of advice. It would just be educational purposes. It can be used with my opinion. And with the platinum, maybe I'll add some other stuff in it. I might even make one higher level if you guys want to. It'll cost a little bit more money, but I might do not one-on-ones, but Zoom meetings where we could go and get together and talk about things. That might also be another level, and we could do that on a weekly basis before each week, maybe like a Sunday or something before a trading week, to see what opportunities there are and to share my opinion. If that interests you, put it in the comments section. If it interests you on creating another level where people will actually be able to communicate with me on a weekly basis. If you guys enjoy the clip, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.